is your new solo show. You did the latest solo
Yeah.
show about the moon.
Yeah.
I really want to know about it. Indian Express had covered it,
Yeah.
and can you tell us about it?
See, every couple of years, like 5, 6, 7 years, I need at least that much time to be in a series, because even if it's nature, I take an element of nature, and I don't take nature only by itself. Like, it won't be like a seascape means seascapes. They are not realistic because they are, after all, expressions of the forms that I want to paint. Now, this moon is something. See, my most of my work, if you've seen, it's all romancing nature. So like things like inspiration of romance of nature from Rabindranath Tagore's poems, or whether it, because he was another one who sort of, so when I met Shekhar, and Shekhar is a Bengali, you know how, so he said, he brought me books of Rabindranath Tagore, and he says you have to read his poetry because I think your paintings are a lot like that. So you could, when you read poetry, when you listen to that kind of music, then you kind of get inspired to, it creates that mood in you, let's say,
to create another masterpiece.
I won't say masterpiece because the masterpiece always eludes every artist, I think.
Right.
He always wants to do something, but when you do it, you say, no, this is not it. You want to do something nicer. But so when I was basically, moon is something I find it very, very romantic. It's like, you look at the moon, see, you look at the sun is
you can't
bright.
look at it.
You can't look at it is one, you're right.
Right.
You can't look at it. And secondly, it's too bright, it's strong, it's energy, it's all great. But sometimes everything is not about being strong and right, and there's also an element of, it has to have mystery, it has to have elusiveness, it has to have fantasy. So all these things with nature, I think the moon is a very inspiring thing for all poets, artists, anyone who's written. But if you were to compare anything in the sky, even against, like, you would like, say, a moon coming out of the clouds, everything has a different meaning.
Right.
Like, whether it's a Sufi or whether it's anything, it's going to, moon is something which is very, very endearing, I think. And lots can be said, done. So I thought, why not? This time I do moon, as a series. And then last whole year I've been working on it, and kind of thinking of.
So how did you come up with different paintings? Like, would you go just watch the moon? I mean, I want to know is how does the thought process work?
See, for me, color, like you said, is very important. So
Right.
I wanted to do a very pastel series this time, So I started with not using color, because
very different from your older paintings.
So I want to abstain from major color.
Right.
So I said, let me go to a total other end and try and do something that is very, very pastel-y, very white, more of white as a color rather than color. So I started doing that, and of course after about 8-10 works, I again went back to a purple color, and you can't. It's not something that, there was another green one also, which somebody picked up, but yeah. So it's like, not that I won't do the colored ones, because, and now I will live in the moon series for another year or 2 or 3 years. Still I feel that, okay, now I feel I want to do something else. But I normally, it takes 5-6 years at least, and every series of mine fortunately has been well received, So there are things which I go back and forth, and my mind is always going back and forth into the subjects that are always appealing to me, and have always been. So an artist will always paint something that he truly, truly loves, whether it's rooftops, horizons, reflections. These are the series that they're very emotionally very intense. That is the reason that I pick up, because I think as a person, you may look at me and you say, oh, she's very lively, she's very friendly. It doesn't mean that I don't have my intense moments. It's a very because all this energy is there, right? It's latent. It's there somewhere.
So for the moon series, I have my own questions. We're not artists, but so when you create different pieces of art, I mean, how does it come into your imagination? Like, one piece ho gaya and you're creating n number of pieces. So would you go look at the moon, or do you go to different places? How it looks
as
like?
As an artist, we try to see. It's also about
imagination is there, but yet something
there's a mood. There are different types of moons, and nowadays we learn of even different aspects of moon, right?
Right.
So moon has a very, moon is a form also, no? For an artist, it's all about the form and composition.
Right.
How you're breaking it, how you're taking it.
Correct.
And you have colors too. You have umpteen colors to play with. So there is no end to it. That subject is there, but it becomes a part. You have to create that effect with the subject. You know, it's more like not painting moon, but it's like moon is there. Whether I use a crescent, whether I use a full moon, whether I cover it with clouds, whether and see, it's always, you know, when I say cover it with clouds, what comes to my mind as an artist is like, it could be even a woman who's covering with a way. You know, it's all that fantasy that starts building in my mind. You know, I don't know how to tell you, but artist just doesn't see it as it is. It has certain
adds on
a lot of layers are added onto the mind.
Right.
You know, and it's that mind is the thing that makes like a vision is more important for the artist. Not skill is there. Skill every artist is supposed to have anyways.
Right.
But how you present it is what makes that painting good or bad, right?
Right.
It's the vision. And mine will be the vision that I see inside.
Correct.
If you were an artist, it would be your vision of it.
How you look at things.
So, yeah, and how you perceive, yeah.